Hey there. I don't know if you heard the noise in the background. My husband is making just randomly afternoon smoothies, and so I was hoping to get that noise out of the way before I started live. That was perfect timing, and I hope he made me one. So when I get done with the strenuous activity of making a card, that there's a fresh fruit smoothie waiting for me. Hey there, Tori. How are you today? And hi, Ginger. Wasn't sure if you'd pick me to watch today or Dr. Phil. So glad to see you here. And for those that have a routine, it's always easy to catch me on replay too. Hey there, Lisa. It looks like my iPad's working, so let me put that down so I can catch comments or questions. So I'm excited about today's card number 8 because it is all of a sudden my face tone changed again. I'm not going to move my blinds though, because anytime I get some bright sunshine in here, I want it to really come in. But now that I add my card to here, then it kind of puts my face back in the right color zone. Hey there, Chris. So today's card is another new stamp set that I have not used with you guys yet. It is called Baby Pull Toys, and it's from the mini catalog. And I just love the elephant, and there's a giraffe and the lion. And so my first instinct was to pull out the cute little elephant in there, but then I feel like my whole card would have taken on gray tones again. And the last 2 days have been gray tones, and I thought you guys will think that's the only color of cardstock I have in my office, but it's not. So I decided to go with a lion. So let me move my card around here, or my camera around here, so you guys can see the card better and how I'm going to put that together today. So here it is up front, and a lot of times baby cards aren't the most popular card, but I love having a cute baby set on hand at all times, just because I think they're so fun to make. And I often get a lot of requests for people to say, hey, do you have a baby card on hand that I can buy and such. And so that's why I think it's kind of fun, because I do make a lot of baby cards myself to have on hand. So this works out great. And then let me show you these fun dies that I don't think I have shown on any of my videos yet either too. So it'll be fun to show you that as well. Oops, let me get there we go, some better lighting on there. There. So Baby Pull Toys is this set here, and like I said, it has the giraffe and the lion and the elephant. Today I'm using some hearts, but there's some fun stars, and I love that you can use this like almost as a birth announcement if you wanted to, if it's a girl, it's a boy. Love just got real, and it's just fun that it can be used almost for like little kids' birthdays or for baby cards too. So, oh good, Marie, you just got this from UPS. That's perfect timing. Well, and I will admit, so in the mini catalog here, I kind of have some pages marked. So yeah, this comes from the mini catalog on page 64. And so my inspiration today actually comes from that striped paper that Stampin' Up! Put in its samples. And so I thought, oh, that's such cute paper, and it had like lots of little squiggly pastel lines. And that actually comes from the Ice Cream Corner designer series paper on page, that's blurry, 49 in the catalog there. So so that's where I found that. So all of these cute papers, and I even think those green polka dot papers would be cute, but or the sprinkles here, but that's the straight paper where I'm pulling that from, Ice Cream Corner designer series paper. Hey there, Jane. And then the last thing too that I want to point out before I set my catalog aside is on page 72 of the mini catalog, they have these fun whimsy or stitched with whimsy dies here, and I don't know if I've used these very often, so I'm excited to show you those today too, because they are a little different as far as they don't cut out a frame, they just put a frame within a frame. So I want to show you how I'm going to use those today too. So now I can set aside my catalog here and the stamp set. And so yeah, if you remember me using some of this ice cream paper before, these are the fun striped papers that are part of this designer series paper. And let's see, here's my kind of my color combination. For the card base today, I'm using Bumblebee, which is a current in color, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, opening this way, like so. And then I'm going to put my lion on here, and then this is Cinnamon Cider, which ties in great with the bumblebee always, and then with the lion, those are the colors I'm going to color it. And both the bumblebee and all the colors that I'm using to color are actual stripes are part of the paper series too from the back. I always look at the back to say, hey, what color should I use? And that gives me my inspiration. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with my card base here, that bumblebee, and what I've done is cut the stripes. I like a lot of colors showing, so that's why I didn't do it just this way. I want it going this way so we see lots of color here. So this is cut 5 1/4 by 2 inches, and that I'm just going to tack down with my tape here. Just going to make a long rectangle of adhesive and just kind of leave a little bit of an edge all the way around it, so it looks like we kind of have that 1/4 inch matting all the way around there too. Okay, and then I'm going to get out my Big Shot here, or I always call it my Big Shot cut and emboss machine. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. So these are those Stitched with Whimsy dies. So in the set, there's different, mostly like squares and rectangles, different shapes here. So what I've pulled out to use is this one today that kind of fits around there, and then also the largest one. So this actually will do a card front. So I kind of like to show you all the dies, and that will help you guys to decide what I'm using and maybe what works for your projects too. Hi there, Diane. Thanks for popping in. So what I'm going to do now is take this card front that I've started with here and lay that down. And then I'm going to put this on top. So essentially, I'm putting that stitched look on both that cute paper and my card front, the whole front like so. So it's going to get on there. I didn't want the pretty paper to cover up that continuous stitched frame look. So I thought if I, whoops, listen, it just feels like it's stuck for some reason. Oh, I know. I changed out my cutting pads quick in between. Oh, let me do this. Okay, this and this, and I think then I will know what's up. Yes, I thought it looked a little. Oh my goodness, guys. Here we go. Okay, I switched it out because this one was getting some of my white cardstock kind of dirty, and I thought, oh, it's time to clean that up and switch it out. So this will go through so much easier. The other one just kind of felt like it was jammed and it wasn't going to go through. Okay, I just keep things interesting on live videos for you guys. All right, so with this, like I said, it doesn't cut it out like some of the dies do. It just adds a frame within the frame of the card front. So you can see all that stitching along there in a fun way. And then it's stitched even the Fun Designer Series paper too. Hi there, Wendy. Hi, Carol. So now I'm going to put this back over here. And this is 2.75 by 2.75 square. So I'm just going to lay that on top too. And it's just kind of got a random, when it says Whimsy die, that's what it is. So there's no squareness really. It just kind of curves like a ribbon. So we have that framed in there too for just kind of a fun little stitched look to frame what I'm going to stamp. So those are the two things that I needed to run through here. And then I'm just going to ink up that cute little lion. How fun is that? So all of the images are on a pull toy. So that's why it's called Baby Pull Toys. So let me ink up my lion here like so. And that's pretty easy to get centered in that stitch design. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so this I'm going to set aside while I color in my lion. So I always like to get this a little bit closer for you guys as I color in so you can see kind of what I'm doing and what I'm using. So I'm going to start with the Cinnamon Cider blends, and actually the darker of the two cinnamon ciders, and have to think how I kind of did this or where I started. So this kind of reminds me of the Lion King and the mane. So I'm going to just color one in and then skip 3 and then color another one in and skip 3 and color in. So maybe a little bit tedious, but I kind of like the sunshine ray look of having it kind of split like that. So I'm going to continue to color that in like so. And next I'm going to take Mango Melody. So I could have used Daffodil Delight. So if you have Daffodil Delight, that would work for that too. Thanks, Diane. Hi there, Barb. So for this, I'm just going to take a couple sections of the darker Mango Melody. It just kind of has more of a golden tone to it. And so for that reason, I thought I want to use that versus maybe Daffodil just for that look on there. So I'm just going on one side of it and then the other of the Cinnamon Cider here. So I'm doing 2 sections of that, like so, to fill that in. And then with the light Mango Melody, with the bullet tip, this is really pretty easy to fill that in. Then I can just fill in whatever's left. And then the other nice thing about it too is if I go out of the lines, that's the great thing about blends, is it works that way. So I'm gonna set this aside for just a second, and then I'm going to go back with my dark. Hi Cheryl, hey there. So I'm going to just fill in this with the darker. I'm not going to do any blending on the actual body here. I'm just going to fill that all in with the darker, but on the face I do kind of want to get a little bit of depth and texture with that. So I'm going to fill in this like so, just kind of go around the eyes and the nose a little bit. Actually fill that in a little bit like so, and then go over everything with the light Mango Melody. So got that. How cute is that? Doesn't that kind of look like a little baby Lion King? I love that. And the Cinnamon Cider is just like perfect. So I'm glad that color is sticking around for a while because I've been using it quite a bit for different animals. So we have one more year with that Cinnamon Cider in color. And now this is Bermuda Bay, and I'm pulling that in because that is one of the colors that's in here. And then I'm next, oops, I'm gonna dot those little wheel circles. And then next, oh, and if you wanna know, light Bermuda Bay for that. And then I'm using the dark Pool Party for the wheels. So I kind of wanted a light color, and this too is one of the colors that's in the Designer Series paper, squiggly lines there. And so I thought these 2 colors complement each other really well. So have that much done. Thank you, Marie. And now this is kind of ready to go on the card. But before I place that on my card, I kind of just want to put this on here so I can kind of frame out where everything else is going. So I'm going to tip this over, and this is going to get some dimensionals on there to pop that up. So I'm going to do about 5 dimensionals, 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. And sometimes I just rotate between putting the dimensionals under the bottom layer when things are matted. But for this, I thought it was kind of fun to have this, especially with that stitched whimsy die, to have this on top popped up just to kind of actually give it even more of a fun lift underneath there like so. So this Cinnamon Cider square is 3 inches by 3 inches. So before I put that down, now I'm going to ink up my little sentiment here that says little baby, big love. How cute is that? So I'm going to just put that in black ink like so. And then I'm going to open up finally my Bumblebee ink pad. I love this color. Hi there, Julie. I'm going to add some hearts. So I'm going to first set my card aside, have kind of a background where the pretty paper isn't. So we've got that. And then now this is ready to tape down. And then the card is almost done. So I've got this like so, and then, you know, it looks like one of my hearts didn't quite come through. I'm gonna see if I can, whoops, use my marker and fill that in maybe. Oh, that worked out really well. You never know if that's going to lead to disaster or not. So now to finish my card, hi there, Rosina, I'm just going to take a white inset piece here that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I love the sentiment for the little ones who tug, for the little one who tugs on her heartstrings. Just going to stamp that out in some black ink, but that is so cute. And then to kind of follow through with a theme of the hearts, I'm just going to add just that on there. And that's another thing that's fun with the bumblebee, is you can add that right over the black ink and it's not going to make it difficult to read. It'll add to it and not take away. So that's kind of nice. I'm just going to take and put some adhesive on there like so. It looks like I got a little crooked, but it kind of adds to the childlike of the card. So I have that for the inside, and I do want to add just one tiny little embellishment onto this, and that is my 2020-2022 in color enamel dots. So these are all the current in colors that are not retiring soon. I always like to kind of let you guys know what is and what's not. So I'm going to take the bumblebee enamel dot here and just place it over the handle kind of the pull toy. And I didn't know if it'd get lost in the shuffle of it, of the card, because the card's pretty busy with lots of stitching, lots of stripes, lots of animation, and even the stripes and the lion. But I thought that did add a little bit to put that on there. So that is today's card number 8. There we go. Like I said, so super cute, and you could probably take this paper and pair it up with gray really well and put an elephant in there, or even use kind of the same color coordination and use the giraffe, because you would probably be coloring that in the same way too. So if you are in need of a fun new baby card stamp set, the baby pull toys is perfect. And I'm excited to use these stitched whimsy dies for a lot more of my projects too. I almost thought about, just because it kind of just adds that stitching but doesn't cut out the frame, I almost thought about putting it in the inside around that too. So that's an option that you can think about if you get or have those dies. So let me just sign off with you guys. So that was card number 8 out of 10 for March's virtual stamp camp. And so if you're interested in getting the pack of 10, let me know. I just have card number 9 tomorrow to make, and then card number 10 on Monday. And then also March will be wrapped up, and then I'll start in on my virtual hostess Ginger Anderson with her 3 card demos. So next week will still be a really full week for me and you guys too, if you continue to watch. So thanks for jumping in, and like I said, let me know if you want the set of 10 cards, or if you place an order using the code here on my workstation, or the code that I'll post with the still shot of the card. Then if you place a $75 minimum order, you'll get the whole set of cards for free from Stamp Camp. And Linda said, where are those dies in the book? Really cute card. They are page, I think it's 72. I have my catalog right here, and I know it's close to the back, so it's really easy for me to look up, because a lot of you guys kind of jump in a little bit later. Yeah, page 72. So it's pictured with kind of the hot dog stamp set, those little wiener dogs on there. So you'll find them, and they are kind of on its own, even though it's shown with the stamp set. There's no bundle savings, but I just thought, oh, you know what, it's worth it just to get a new set of dice to spruce things up. So let me know if you guys have any more questions like that, because I love helping you all to get your orders together and make sure that they're a good fit for what you're getting. Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow.